The Vietnam War began on November the 1st, 1955, and ended on April the 30th, 1975, when North Vietnamese forces captured Saigon. The war lasted 19 years, 5 months, 4 weeks, and 1 day. Between 1965 and 1973, 2.6 million military personnel served within the borders of South Vietnam. The average infantry saw 240 days of combat in 1 year, compared to the average infantry in the South Pacific during World War II saw only 40 days of combat in 4 years. 58,253 American lives were lost in Vietnam. 153,363 were non-mortally wounded. 75,000 were severely disabled. And 23,214 were classified as 100% disabled. 5,283 soldiers lost limbs. 1,081 sustained multiple amputations. And as of 1973, missing in action and prisoners of war totaled 2,646. 766 prisoners of war saw 114 of them die in captivity. As of 2010, 1,698 MIAs and POWs are still, to this day, unaccounted for. The average age of a GI in Vietnam was 19 years. World War II veterans came home to a country that celebrated and honored their service, while Vietnam veterans learned to hide their service because our country despised that war. Please help us offer hope to hurting veterans and their families so that they might experience peace through a personal relationship to Jesus Christ. Vietnam, we remember. Please remember these men and these women too. These are startling statistics, aren't they? They aren't just numbers. Each one represents a man or a woman and their families who have lived with the consequences of unresolved stress and anguish over the excruciating sacrifice our country made for a war America did not win. While some Vietnam veterans openly struggled with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, sometimes ending up homeless or committing suicide, many put their memories in an imaginary black box, placed it on the mantle of their hearts, and created comfortable lives, refusing to think about the horrors of battle. While others struggled with depression and anger and sadness, nightmares, divorce, broken relationships, and rarely connected these struggles with their experiences in Vietnam. However, for some, the terrorist attacks of 9/11 cracked open that black box for some, and then retirement created a time vacuum that allowed memories of Vietnam to take center stage. One psychologist who regularly counsels Vietnam veterans has concluded that for many of these men and women, there is not one day that goes by that they do not think about Vietnam. The United States government has declared that the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War is to be a period of events that at last officially honor the service of these thousands of men and women who came home to a country that despised rather than celebrated their service. Now, those of us here at Mark Inc. Ministries will honor our veterans with a new resource that honestly confronts the demons of the soul that have stalked those who served and offers help and hope that is life-transforming. Now, in keeping with the goal of Mark Inc. Ministries, to tackle topics that are hidden pains and often difficult to confront, we have produced the last in the Coming Home from War series, and we've entitled this Vietnam, We Remember. This compelling resource includes 2 interviews with Vietnam combat veteran John and his wife Kathy. Kathy and John hold nothing back in this transparent conversation about the impact of John's service in Vietnam.
There's a certain look that people get on their faces when they find out that you're a Vietnam veteran. I didn't want to do it, but I did it because of the love for country. We came back, we were just categorized baby killers, but it was almost in my mind that we were betrayed. My ex-wife said she wanted to leave. So as that all unfolded, I became more and more depressed, and I decided to take my own life.
This resource will not only help veterans, but it will also give their families and their friends a better understanding of how Vietnam has impacted their loved one's life. We will distribute thousands of these CDs free of charge over Memorial Day weekend, when hundreds of thousands of Vietnam veterans and their families will gather in Washington, D.C. to honor their fallen comrades. Now, we hope you will join our efforts to offer our veterans real hope, real peace that comes through a personal relationship to Jesus Christ.
My name is Ron Yasensky. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I was in the United States Air Force stationed at Cam Ranh Bay, Vietnam in 1968-1969. This Memorial Day, I'm riding to the wall in Washington, D.C. There, my other brothers who have survived and have come home will be there. There are many who will be feeling pain and many who will be touching the wall, and the wall will reach out to them also. This is one of the last times we get to give hope to someone. Hopefully, through Jesus Christ, we can give them hope and help them come home finally. Through Mark Inc. Ministries, we can offer help and we can offer hope. With your generous donations and your support, we can keep offering our resources for free and to keep them continuing to help people in their needs.